Hi, my name is Elvis Presley. I was born in 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. I am the king of rock and roll. As a child, I was very poor. At the age of 21, I became famous by an agent named Tom Parker. He helped me with my first record, which was Heartbreak Hotel. In 1957, I bought a mansion for my family, but was then drafted to the U.S. Army. In 1967, I married Priscilla. In 1968, I had a daughter named Lisa Marie. Unfortunately, I was a drug addict and died in a toilet in 1977.
My name is Queen Victoria. I was born in London, England in 1819. One of my facts are my first child was Victoria, born in 1819. In 1940, I married Prince Albert. We celebrated 6 years for being queen. I died at the age 81 in 1901.
Hi, my name is Annie Oakley. I was born in Ohio on August 13, 1860. My father, Jacob, died when I was only 6 years old in 1866. He provided food and protection for our family with his rifle. I did the same for our family after he died. By the age of 10, I could use my father's rifle with ease. When I was only 16, I got married to a man named Frank Butler. Frank and I joined the circus in 1884, but then a year later, we both quit and joined the Buffalo Bills Wild West show in 1885. I became very famous. I was the first woman to be recognized as a sharpshooting, horseback riding symbol of the Wild West. In 1887, I went to England to perform in front of Queen Victoria. She loved my performance. 39 years later, when I was only 66 years old, on November 3, 1926, I died of natural causes.
Hello, my name is Betsy Ross. I was born in Philadelphia, January 1st, 1752. When I was 12, I was better at sewing than most of the older girls. I am known for making the very first U.S. flag. I had 7 children, and one of my grandchildren was named after me. I died in 1836 of old age.
Believers, my name is Stanley Lieber. I was born on December 28, 1922 in New York City. When I was younger, my dad lost his job because of the Great Depression, so my parents wanted me to help them to gain my own job. I had to finish school quickly, so I skipped some grades. When I was 16 years old, I worked with Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. In 1940, Joe and Jack created Captain America. I didn't want to use my full name, so I changed it to Solan Lee. One day I saw a beautiful woman named Joan. On December 5th, 1947, Joan and I got married. We had a baby girl. Joan and I have been married for more than 65 years. After making comics for 20 years, I created the Fantastic Four, and it got published in 1961. I then created the Hulk and the X-Men. My younger brother Larry and I created the 2 most popular characters, Thor and Iron Man. I created Daredevil and Ant-Man next. I created Spider-Man after I named my company Marvel. My company sold 13 million comic books in 1962. In 1972, I became a publisher and got my own white car. I then went on to making movies with my Marvel comic book characters. Blade was the first Marvel movie I ever created. Iron Man 3 earned $1.2 billion in the movies. And that is how I made the Marvel movies you know today. Bye, true believers. Excelsior!
Hello, my name is Malala Yousafzai. I was born in 1997. I was born in Mingora, Pakistan. Growing up, I decided to be a doctor. I knew I'd have to go to school and work very hard. I am famous for wanting girls to get a good education. I enjoy reading and writing stories. I'm still alive and I'm 20 years old.
I am Jane Goodall. I was born on April 3rd, 1934 in London, England.
When I was a little more than a year old, I received a stuffed chimpanzee named Jubilee because the chimpanzee was born in the London Zoo. In 1938, my sister Judy was born on my 4th birthday. When I was 23, I moved to Gombe Street Game Reserve in Africa to study chimpanzees. In 1963, Louis Sleepley helped me get into college in Cambridge University. This meant I had to stay away from Africa for part of the year, but by 1965 I completed all the work for my doctorate. I then met Hugo van Lalik. We became close friends. He too was interested in chimpanzees. In 1964, on March 28th, Hugo and I got married. In 1967, we had a son named Hugo, affectionately called Grub. Grub did not like chimpanzees like we did. When he was very young, a chimpanzee bit him when he was trying to feed it. Over the years, I became world famous. In 1986, I began a program called Take Care. Since logging has been destroying chimpanzees' habitats, Take Care plants trees. Today, I still visit Gombe twice a year. I'm 84 years old. I love my 50 years in Africa.
My name is Steve Jobs. I was born in San Francisco on February 24th, 1955. I'm famous for creating iPads, iPhones, and computers. I made the companies Apple, Pixar, and Next. Apple was my most successful company. In 1981, we hired someone we thought was very talented to run the company with me. For the first year or so, things went great. But then our vision of the future began to diverge. Soon we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him, and at 30, I was publicly fired. I died on October 5th, 2011 from pancreatic cancer.
Hi, my name is John F. Kennedy. I was born in Brooklyn, Massachusetts, 1917. I got a severe sickness called scarlet fever. In 1940, I graduated college. Then I published a book called Why England Slept. It was about England and World War II. Then I went into the Navy. After I saved a man's life in World War II, I got out of the Navy. Then I became a politician. After I became a politician, I was elected the President of the United States. I died in 1963 in Texas when I was driving down the road in the back of a convertible with my wife when I got shot in the back of my head. And that is the story of my life.